Hi guys, in today's video, I'm going to review a new Anomic update. This update is one of the biggest Anomic updates. So let's start with the new cars. First new car is a Humvee Civilian. It's available to advanced car dealer. It's also based on 1992 Hummer H1. And now let's test drive this car. This car is pretty fast. Next new car is a classic RV. This car is looking really nice. It's also based on 1974 Winnebago Indian RV. And now let's take a look inside of it. It's really detailed inside. And it's really good car for camping. It has 7 seats and 1 bed. So you can enjoy Anomic beauty with your whole gang. And now let's test drive this car. I also want to mention one thing. This car can't be towed by tow trucks. That makes this car even better. This car is not fast, but I don't think what people are going to use this car for races or something. Next new car is a hypercar facelift. This car is so sick. It's also based on the McLaren F1. This car has faster acceleration than basic hypercar, but less durability. This car is also 3-seater. That's cool. Next new car is a campervan. I really like this car. It's based on 1992 Winnebago Mini Winnie. Now let's take a look how it looks like inside. Well, it's pretty cozy inside. We also got 4 seats and 3 beds. Now let's test drive this car. This car is also can't be towed by tow trucks. Speed is okay. Next new car is a Sydney Sleeper. This car is an event car. It's going to move to event inventory on August 1st. This car is also based on Sniper's Caravan from Team Fortress 2. Also, this car has special ability. To activate this ability, you should enter inside of this car and sleep on this bed for a couple of seconds. Then you'll hear a water splash sound and you will receive a lemonade. Unfortunately, we can't drink it, but I hope what later we will be able to drink it. This car also goes pretty fast. We also can notice a cool sniper inside of this car. Next new car is a lowrider coupe. This car is looking great. This car is based on 1982 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, which is a Jesse Pinkman's car. This update has too much Breaking Bad references for real. By the way, this car has a good speed. Next new car is a muscle coupe. To be honest, this car is mid. This car is based on 1987 Buick Regal Grand National T-Top. Let's test drive this car. This car is pretty fast. Next new car is a commercial van. It's available to deliverance only. It's also based on Chevrolet P30 Stepvan. I like it. This car also can deliver a lot of crates. There are 8 trunk space. Now let's test drive this car. Well, this car has awesome speed to deliver crates. Next new car is a classic wagon. This car is looking so cool. It's also based on 1951 Ford Country Squire Woody Wagon. This car has a good speed and it's good for traveling. Next new car is a wrecker truck. It's available for tow truckers only. We can tow any vehicle, including heavy vehicles like bunny bus, double-decker, and etc. Next new car is a Humvee Armored. Replaces the SUV Dune on the military team and is exclusive to that team. It's also based on 1992 AM General HMMW V pickup. And now let's test drive this car. Well, I think this car is what military team needed, because SUV Dune had not a lot of health and it was kinda slow. And now let's move to the remodeled cars. First remodeled car is ARV. This vehicle can no longer be towed by tow trucks, and it's looking way better now. I already showcased that RV in one of my previous videos, but as I said, this RV is looking really cool and it's very detailed inside. Stats are same. Next remodeled car is a hypercar. It's looking so sick now. Stats are same. Next remodeled car is a Humvee. It's got changed just a bit. Next remodeled car is a tow truck. Seagrave changed its back bed and added a trim. And next remodeled car is a US Cruiser. It also was renamed to include US Marshal. And next remodeled car is a US SUV. It's got changed just for a bit like a Humvee. Next remodeled car is a minivan. It's also got renamed to passenger van. I really love how they changed it. Next remodeled car is a sedan. I like this remodel too. Alright, next remodeled car is a sheriff cruiser. It's looking cool though. Next remodeled car is a cab. Seagrave made this car looking way better. I really love it. There is also an Easter egg to Linda the llama. Next remodeled car is a van. It's looking great. Next remodeled car is an ambulance. I'm happy what it's finally got remodeled. We also can lie down inside of it. And last remodeled car is an alright van. It's still one of my favorite event cars. Now let's move to the new plots. First new plot is a workshop. This plot is one of the coolest plots in game. There are currently 2 workshops on the map. This plot is gonna be very useful for car dealerships or a car repairing services. It's looking really cool inside. I got a lot of ideas what I would like to build here. I hope people will use this plot not for event items selling LOL. And here's the new downtown our way. It's looking so cool. A lot of plots got moved or removed. For example, we can notice what gas station is now moved closer to the bank now. We can notice the new plots, which I'll show closer later. By the way, bonfire also changed prop limit. So here's the second new plot called Diner. This plot is one of my favorite plots now. It's also looking so good at night. So this plot is the biggest plot in game. There are a lot of new doors and a big room for kitchen. And here's the third new plot called Camp 2. This plot is really useful for camping, or you can sell food in there. I already saw how some talented people did awesome builds on this plot. Here's examples. Alright, here's the last new plot called Camp 1. It's basically a plot where you can camp with your friends. But I think a lot of people are going to use this plot in some other way, like building their own houses. And now let's move to hunger system. There are a hunger bar now, in the right corner of your screen. Hunger starts at 100 and will drain every 400 seconds based on your activity in game. The slowest rate is -1 hunger every 100 seconds, which means full to 0 in over 8 hours. Hunger is persistent between sessions. Eating will increase the hunger bar. You cannot sprint at 0 hunger. Next we have a brand new cook team. There are a lot of ingredients which we can use for cooking. A machete is finally back and can be found on the cook team. And now let's take a look at new props. First new prop is a log. It's pretty useful for camping or at house building. Next new prop is a propane tank. It's also a very cool prop, and a lot of people are gonna be using it while camping. Now let's move to the new advanced props. First new advanced prop is a camping chair. I like it. Next to new advanced props are item frame large and item frame small. This is going to be a very useful prop for any shops. You can place different items in it. Items won't disappear from your inventory when you're placing them to the frame. So to start cooking you need to place all these 6 props. Next you should buy a dough and start spinning it. To spin it, you can click with your mouse, or you can also roll your wheel. There is a progress bar which will show you when you're done with dough. When you're done with spinning, you should put the dough on the counter. Then you should buy any tomatoes and put them in blender. Next you should take the blender container and click with it in your hands on your pizza on the counter. Now your pizza have a sauce. Next you should buy any cheese. I decided to add 2 different cheeses to my pizza. Cheese has same mechanic as dough. To shred your cheese, you should click your mouse or spin your wheel to feel the progression bar. When you're done with cheese, click on the pizza to put your cheese on it. Now let's add some pepperoni to our pizza. Pepperoni has same mechanic as dough and cheese. I hope you all already understood how to shred it. When you're done with pepperoni, take your pizza in the hands by pressing E and open the stove, and then you should put your pizza in oven. You will hear a ding dong when your pizza is gonna be done. Here it is. Now to serve your customers a pizza, you should buy a plate and put it on the counter by pressing E. To put pizza on the plate, you should press on the plate with pizza in the hands. You also can use fridge by pressing E on it. You can store any food in it. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to join my Discord server in description, and see you soon.